Hi guys, JP from FSiPanel. In this video, I will reply to one of you asking how to fly the river visual runway 13 in LaGuardia using the snapshot feature. So I have created a snapshot for you and I will show you how you can import it and fly it on your Boeing 737-800. So I'm sitting right now in LaGuardia runway 13 with my 737-800 Delta Airlines livery. We are going to jump in the cockpit and see what has to be done to fly a snapshot imported. Before I forget, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching the video, and let's jump in the cockpit and see what are the steps required. Alright, here we are in our cockpit. I just loaded the aircraft on the runway. You have nothing else to do. Just make sure you have the engines running, you have your IRS aligned, and basically that's it. As you can see, nothing is set properly. And I will use the snapshot to fly this approach. So first thing to do, start FSiPanel, and I show you how to import a snapshot. Alright, here we are in FSiPanel. As always, make sure you have the right aircraft detected. This is our 737-800. We are in LaGuardia, and the runway will be changed by the snapshot, so it's not that important. Of course, you can change it if you want to set it to 13, but you will see that the snapshot will do it for you. So after you downloaded the snapshot, it's a zip file. You find the link in the section down below. Unzip your file and you will find the FSI file. This is the file you want to import. So to import the file, just drag and drop it over FSiPanel main window. By doing this, you get the information. This is LaGuardia runway 13 and it's going to be a river visual 13. So you have two options: either save the snapshot so you can fly it again without having to re-import it, or fly the snapshot. So let me show you if I save the snapshot. Now the snapshot is imported successfully, so it is in my own database. So now I'm ready to fly it. It's already there, and should you want to load it another time, just go to load snapshot and you find it right there. You just select it, and again you have the position summary, snapshot 5,000 feet, and move aircraft is available. So right now we are ready to fly. We have the aircraft sitting on the runway. Nothing has been set. I'm going to click on Move Aircraft and we will see what FSiPanel can do. Okay, here we are on our Boeing. When FSiPanel works, do nothing, just watch the show and wait for the instruction that you can take control. So now we should be moving very soon to 5,000 feet. Here we are, and FSiPanel will take care of your cockpit. So here, do not touch anything. Just wait for FSiPanel to give you the control. So you can see that the gear is going up. We can see that FSiPanel is now trimming the aircraft. We will descend to 5,000 feet. And once the aircraft is stable, we will be given the control. During this time, the aircraft is in position freeze. So you are free whenever FSiPanel tells you that it's ready to change anything you want for this approach. So this is a good thing, because right now I program for you the approach, but maybe you want to change something, you want to change the weather, or you want to change anything in the routing, in the weight, as whatever is inserted, you will be able to do it. So we are reaching 5,000 feet. We are waiting here for the instruction that the aircraft is ready. That should be within a few seconds now, as we are maintaining 5,000 feet. Alright, here we are. Now we are ready to fly. So what we need to check here is what FSiPanel has done, and we will brief quickly the approach. So the lights are set right now below 10,000 feet. So we have the fixed landing lights on, and we have the landing elevation, and we have the ILS selected already. That's good. We have the course 134, which has been selected on both sides. We have the auto brake to 2. And the routing has been inserted as per the chart. So let's check that together. So the first waypoint we have is Vidzi in front of us. Then we are going to Stony. Then Lady, that's the Statue of Liberty, should be on the right hand side, and by ATC 3300. So I just set here 3300 or above for you. Then we've got Liberty, which will be abeam the Empire State Building. After that we are going to Rio, and finally to Zulu Lima November Golf Romeo, which is just abeam the Columbia University, where we are going to join the final. So I didn't select here the ILS for you guys. What I did is a runway extension for runway 13 with 2 miles, and the FMC has computed the altitude where you should be at, so 700 roughly 700 feet. So that should bring us on the PAPI. If you don't change any altitude constraint there, you should end up on the PAPI for your ILS approach. So everything should work perfectly well. What I set for you as well in the cruise page is a speed of 230 knots, and descent page 230 knots. The aircraft right now is flying 230 knots. So that's all for the setting of our aircraft. We are right now in a clean configuration, gear up and flaps up, and we are just around 5 miles southeast of the bridge called Vidzi. We can see that right in front of the aircraft right there. And after that we are going to the twin piers and then along the river to join the final for runway 13. So we are going to try this approach together, trying to fly this approach together and see how it can be done using full automation and testing the PMDG 737. So let's take the control and fly this approach. Okay, I have control. Make sure you have LNAV, VNAV. The speed remain at 230 knots. Close to top of descent, we have the FMC message, reset MCP altitude. So let's go initially to 3,300 feet. That is abeam the Statue of Liberty. And the aircraft is starting its descent. So we have retard and we start our descent. We can see the Statue of Liberty right there. And we should turn just here next to the twin piers. So first thing we want to fly is the bridge, the Verrazzano bridge, sorry, that's the one right there. And after that we are going to twin piers. Then we will fly just along the river here, and we should have the Statue of Liberty to our right. So good, we are passing Vidzi, aircraft is descending in VNAV path. We have a decel point right there. So this is where the aircraft will start reducing the speed and asking us for some drag. So for now we can just let it fly all automated with LNAV and VNAV, and we will see what happens when we reach to the decel point here. We are approaching 3,300 feet, so the next point we want to put is basically when we intercept the ILS. So we should be at 1,200 and 700 feet is my point. So what I suggest you do is 1,000. You should be anyway fully VMC when you do this approach. So that's good. Looking outside now, we can see Twin Piers. And we have Manhattan right there, the Hudson River, and the aircraft will turn now to the right, just over the point Stony, which is the Twin Piers. Here we go. So I guess maybe for the guys seated on the right hand side, just now, they can see maybe the Statue of Liberty just here. And we are turning right now, so I will just follow with the heading. And as we pass the decel point, the aircraft wants some drag, so I'm going to go flaps 1. FMC speed, flaps 1. You can see that the speed has reduced to bug 1 already. Over the Statue of Liberty. And we are continuing now over the river for the next waypoint. Let's go flaps 5. You don't want to go too fast. As you can see, we have around 7.5 to 8 miles before we turn on a short final. So we want to be conservative. It's a visual procedure. We fly it in LNAV VNAV as it's a prescribed flight track, as you can see with names, and you find these points in your FMC or MCDU. So be conservative when you fly that. Let's have a look on the right now. People will start to look outside here for Manhattan. Once we come abeam Liberty, this is the Empire State Building, so we're going to have a look at that in just a minute. We should see it. And I will use that waypoint as well to go gear down flaps 15. Radio altimeter is alive. Let's go gear down. Do the item here. Arm speed brake. And flaps 15. And let's have a look to the right. Here we go. Empire State Building. Very nice view on Manhattan. And as you can see, the aircraft is descending all by itself. I can enjoy the view. We have the park, Central Park, the university, the right turn to the airport. So let's see what the aircraft is doing. Now it's reducing to bug 15. That's perfect. So the only thing we have to do now is go flaps 30 when we turn on final. We have 1000. There is no missed approach procedure, so we'll pretend that we go straight ahead 3000 feet as per ATC. And now we will see how the aircraft initiate the right turn. We can see that the ILS has been identified here. So we're expecting a nice intercept using LNAV, and then we'll revert to the approach mode. So we can see the end of Central Park now. And we're expecting the aircraft to start the turn right there. Here it goes. So we can go flaps 30. I will arm the approach. So we have localizer already captured. Set inbound heading, that's 134. The approach speed is set. The runway is in front of us. And the glide slope is coming very soon. We have VNAV alt for our 1000 feet. And the passengers on the right side, they really have the best view. So here we go. We're probably on the glide slope, so we can set 3000 feet here. And we could even engage second autopilot if required. Remember, above 800 feet, you're going to have the auto land, otherwise it's not going to work. So here we have command flare arm. A last view from the right side here to enjoy Manhattan. Traffic coming in to pick up people at the airport. That's nice. And let's concentrate now on the landing. So landing checklist, engine start switches are continuous. Speed brake is arm. Landing gear is down. And flaps 30 green lights. Landing checklist completed. Alright, we are going to do a manual landing, of course. So let's take auto throttle off. And autopilot off. And here we go.
Approaching minimums.
Checked, continue. 3 red, correcting.
Minimums.
Continue, land. Back on the profile.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brake up. Reverses normal. And manual braking. I'll take the second to the right here. 60 knots out of reverse. And off we go here to the right. And we can do the after landing flow. Alright guys, that was to show you how to use the snapshot feature, or to import a snapshot, or to use it. And I used the opportunity as well to show you how easily you can fly the River Visual 1.3 if you set up your FMC properly. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the channel, thank you. And if you have any question, any comments, or any requests for a future video, please drop it in the section down below. Thank you guys, stay safe and see you next time. Bye bye.